don't pertain to no one particular, but there was a YouTube short that I came across, and we're gonna watch it here in a second. It's not letting me like restart it or anything, so I'm gonna play it all the way through on silence. And the context of this YouTube short is women trying to understand men, so I understand and get like the context of it, and like it's coming from a good place potentially, but it's like this video response is not made to be sexist or anything. This is just my perspective on things. And the chick doing this short does make a couple of fair points, but it's the overall stereotype of it, you know. And I think getting therapy just has a stigma to it, to be honest. And that's why men and women are seen as different people if they get therapy for their issues.
And then just shut down all the time. Like, how are you not?
She doesn't understand why men just shut down all the time. Well, because men are not allowed to express our emotions. We're told if you show any emotion, they call you a homophobic slur, they call you a pussy, you know.
People talking about your problems. Men aren't like us.
Men aren't like us, is what she says.
They do talk about their problems.
Okay, so which is it? You want to be just like men, but then you turn around and say that men are not like us. Make sense of that. Because I'm all for gender equality, but here's the thing of it, not trying to be a dick, but if women got treated just like men, they would fucking hate it. You think this male privilege just is handed to us? It's not. We gotta work for it. We gotta deal with the society calling us pussies because we're not tougher than chicks. And then we live in a society where, like, men are expected to pay for everything, go to war, build a house, fix the car, do man shit. And then when we comply with those demands and our gender based expectations, albeit sexist, fucking, we get told we're toxic. And I'm like, wait a minute. You want the hero, the Bonnie Taylor, I need a hero song. You crave that in a man as women. But then as soon as we give you what you want, it's toxic. And women, for whatever fucking reason, love to hold grudges. And the thing that gets me about women is like, dude, do that, chica, whatever, you're a dude, she's a dude. Is if you're just mad about something in the moment, then talk about it with someone that you're mad at instead of holding on to it, because it's not healthy to bottle up that much anger and frustration. And the thing about equality of the genders, it's kind of a bitch, because if men get angry or bitch because they can't get laid, they get called incels, and then they get told you need to get laid and you're a pussy, when we all know that sex is not a need, it's a want. And it's kind of a double standard if you think about it, man. Like, women are slut shamed for giving out sex, and if they don't give it out, they get called a cock tease. But when men try to get laid, they get called simps, and if they can't get laid, they're called incels. It's fuck incel culture, but I'm just saying, YouTube. It's fucking stupid. It's a double-edged sword. That's why it's called double standards. And like, if people just need to realize that having a girlfriend doesn't make you king shit, you know. Like, having a romantic relationship is a social perk. It's not a requirement to exist. Like, food and water are a need, obviously, but like dating, not so much. And people had like this mentality of we gotta put less pressure on the genders to date and just like chill the fuck out and be nicer to each other, you know, kind of thing. It's fucking ridiculous. I did release a new shirt today. I thought it was kind of funny. It's a Suck My Pecker shirt. And it's got a chicken on the front smoking a doobie. And the way it looks is just, it's a funny shirt. So there you go. It customized approves it, so then I will post it in the community page. And I'm going to cool it on the shirt making for a minute. And just, you know what I'm saying, release fucking shirts every so often so people don't get bored of the same selection. And then when they watch your fucking merchandise list grow, you got hundreds of shirts to choose from, and it gives people options. So they're not bored of the same 10 shirts. And then that can's empty. I sit on the windowsill and it blew off. There we go. I will say this, we are men and we can build ourselves up. It's all about believing in yourself. And the same can be said for women. This idea of we gotta build men up because we're so weak. And it's like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a dick about the situation, but this was recommended to me by YouTube, and I was like, okay, well, what the fuck is this? I watched it, and I was like, modern women have lost their shit. Not all of them, but some of them.
They don't do is talk about their feelings. So we just randomly vent about everything happening that could possibly be making us feel a certain way. Men.
That's the truth. Men don't talk about our feelings. So then women try to overanalyze it and like, well, why the fuck is this happening?
Talk about their actual problem once they're ready to talk about it. Well, that's just stupid. Don't they realize?
Oh, that's just stupid. Right. Excuse me. The word is satire. It's not stupid, it's the truth. When you got... Okay, so like your best friend and me, like women for some reason hate other women. They hate competition, so... Her best friend, who was secretly her best frenemy, friend/enemy, frenemy kind of thing. She wore like the prom dress that she wanted to wear. You both wore the same dress to the same prom, and everyone said she looked better in it than you did. And then, like 20 years later, you're still pissed about it. And every time you see that bitch, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, if you're holding on to a grudge for 20 plus fucking years, that's not healthy. People need to realize that high school drama is fucking stupid. And if you carry that drama into your college years, then you need to grow the fuck up and, like, you know what, mature a little bit. But that's just my take on it. That's just my fucking take on it, not that it matters. And I think this is what separates men from women, is that if men have a problem with their dudes, we'll confront you to your face. Dudes will confront it face to face. And if we go to duke it out, we'll duke it out kind of thing. And then after the fight's over, we'll have a beer and get over it. But women, on the other hand, 20 years later, she's still pissed off at the way people reacted to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? If you got women who are obsessed with other women and other women get pissed at that kind of thing, the way I would look at it as your hater worships you, and that's just the way you gotta look at the haters in general. And women are unfortunately held to a higher beauty standard than men. The whole body positivity movement is not for us dudes. It's for the chicks, man. And that's fine. Women are like overly sexualized in our society and they're held to a higher beauty standard. And it's kind of bullshit. But then men also face their own aggressions. They're told we're not allowed to have emotions or show any emotions. So, like, both genders totally experience their own bullshit. And instead of realizing that, our society's made it all about man versus woman, trans versus cis. And it's stupid. It is fucking stupid.
People can help them identify the problem. That's what therapists are for. Yes, but men aren't rewarded for that. Men are rewarded for self-sufficiency. You and I both know that we're drawn to men who exude confidence and dependability. Men know that. So they're not going to show signs of weakness, only signs of strength. Ooh, they're so tough. Classic toxic masculinity. Hey, how about instead of calling them toxic for being less like women, we build them up as men? You want them to open up?
This idea that women need to build men up, it's like, it's appreciated. And this goes for both genders, but you don't need a man or a woman to build you up. You just got to build yourself up. It's about believing in yourself. And, well, I appreciate what this chick is trying to do on YouTube because she kind of gets it, but at the same time, she doesn't. Women get so pissed off when men try to mansplain about what it's like to be a woman, but then you see chicks like this on YouTube making these shorts. YouTube basically copying TikTok. You want to hear a funny joke? What's Big Ben's favorite social media website? Well, I heard it was TikTok. This Josh joke brought to you in part by I Don't Give a Fuck.
Their struggles? Then how about you assure them that you know what they're capable of and just want to help them through this? Remind them.
And that's the thing of it. I honestly think that women and men should build each other up and that we don't need the reassurance from everyone else to know that we got this.
They have your respect even through these times. If a man.
Although, at the same time, depending on your circumstance, mind you, it does feel good when you get reassurance from people who care about you, kind of thing. So I get that to a point. This is just Cobra traversing this strange adventure, if you will, of human psychology and a discovery to understand myself and better understand women.
Is appreciated and respected by you, you will get.
And that's the thing of it. The point she's making is that if you respect and appreciate men, you'll get more of what you want from them, kind of thing. And I think that goes both ways. Like, if you're in a relationship and, you know what I'm saying, you make an effort, even though, you know, maybe your partner's not perfect or maybe they've got some issues, you're still there for them and, you know, it's appreciated. So it's like, we just got to be nicer to each other.
Transparency from him. But if you just want to keep lecturing men for shutting down, you will literally get nowhere. And
that's the fucking thing of it. If you like, that's the thing of it. If you're pissed about something as a woman, then just fucking say what the fuck you're gonna say. If the man is trying to listen to you and say just say it, and then you fucking get upset and say, well, why don't you let me say it? And I'm like, I am letting you say it. Just fucking say it. And then you get mad and say that. Stop saying that. It's like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't get the situation resolved. It doesn't. And then be like, well, you don't gotta put yourself on mute. And it's like, well, if I don't let you say what you're gonna say, then you're gonna get mad anyways. So, say what the fuck you gotta say. And because women tend to hold grudges, but of course, when men bitch about their problems, we get told we're mansplaining. But if a woman does it, we get told that she's just nagging us to death. And I'm like, that's fucking retarded.
issues will continue to be completely internalized and unaddressed. I don't understand why men just shut down all the time. Like, how are you not comfortable talking about your problems? Men aren't like us. They do talk about them.
Men are not like us, but we want to be just like men and we want equality. I'm not trying to be a dick, but women don't want equality to men. What they want is the same privilege. If women got treated just like men, they would fucking hate it. Next time you're on your period and you're bitching about the cramps, and someone looks at you and says, well, suck it up, you pussy. It's just a period. That's what it's like to be a man. And it sucks, but that's what builds us up as men. That's why men get shit done in our society, because society expects us to do it. We gotta protect our woman and provide. I mention that first because it's the truth. Women have it just as hard as men, and nobody wants to like focus on how can we improve gender equality and make it better for the human race. It's all about men are sexist. If you're white, straight, cisgendered, or male, you're a disgusting, evil piece of shit. But don't you dare disrespect us, because that's some kind of racist, sexist, phobic, blah. And this vodka is made in the good old US of A, and I must say it is quite delicious. Mango pineapple, I fuck with that. I don't gotta mix it with sports drinks. I don't gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why, like I said, men are not allowed to talk about their feelings is because men get called pussies for expressing their feelings. Not only is that demasculating, but it's also incredibly sexist towards women. Pussies give birth to life. So it's like, that should be a compliment if you think about it. Like, if you wouldn't talk like that about your own mother, why the fuck would you say it to someone else, you know? But people struggle with life. Life is a bitch. All you can do is adjust to it. It sucks, YouTube. It really does. Because you're just given a hand. Life is like a game of poker. You're given a hand, and you gotta make the best of the cards you're dealt. That's the way I look at it. This idea that we gotta build men up. It's like, who's gonna build women up? That's got a burn to it. Oh, shit.
Problems. What they don't do is talk about their feelings. So we
Because men, like I said, are not allowed to talk about our feelings.
randomly vent about everything happening.
And here's the thing of it. Men, we gotta stop bottling up our feelings. And women need to stop being overly emotional. It's a simple solution. But nobody wants to talk about it because if you accuse a woman of being overly emotional, you're immediately labeled a sexist. That's the fucking libtard left's favorite word to throw out next to transphobic. And when you come together on that basic principle of men need to be more open with their emotions, and nobody being overly emotional is just stupid, depending on the situation, of course. Like, okay, you lost your pet and you're just devastated about it. That's one thing, but like being overly emotional because someone disagreed with you on a internet post, like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid, YouTube. I bought this alcohol yesterday and I didn't drink it all in one sitting. I saved it for the next day. I'm like, there are worse things I could be addicted to be honest, and I don't need alcohol to have a good time, but I do enjoy the effects, and you should be 21 and up to enjoy those effects. And don't be in a rush to grow up, you know what I'm saying? And drinking alcohol doesn't make you grown up. It fucks you up, you know. You experience, it's like when you eat a bunch of sugar and you get like a little rush. You get that feeling of dopamine rushing through your body kind of thing. But then you got this chick on YouTube.
That could possibly be making us feel a certain way. Men talk about their actual problem once they're ready to talk about it. Well, that's just stupid. Don't they realize other people can help them identify the...
Well, like, women totally do the same thing, man. Women will bottle up their emotions and then, like, selectively release it when they're having a fight with you so they can have another reason to, like, be angry, and it's not healthy. This is no offense to any woman, but I think sometimes some women just secretly crave drama, and men and women are just pinned against each other. We're being told as a society that you have to, like, be tougher than a chick or tougher than a dude, and all it does is, like, pin us against each other, and it doesn't fucking solve anything, man. It really doesn't. All it does is cause women and men to hate each other, and that doesn't fucking solve anything. Now, if you're looking to attract a lady friend, check out that tactical soap, coupon code KingCobra. It's in the description box below. It's infused with pheromones, and it's all natural. Dr. Squash, it smells like shit. Nautical sage, ugh, no thank you. Or like nasty sage. I'm not gonna buy soap from somebody who fucking sells toxic masculinity to fucking sell their soap. It's like, I bet she used the soap your mommy gave you. And I'm over here like, bitch, please. I bought my daddy a bar of this tactical soap because I swear by this product. You want to smell like a man? Spice up your marriage. Maybe increase your chances of getting some. You check out Tactical Soap. It's in the description box below. It's coupon code KingCobra. And this pheromone soap, I swear by it. They have amazing products. They do. They got the beard oil, which will make your beard so fucking soft. They got the body lotion, which makes your skin, after you shower with the soap, you wash, dry off, and, like, moisturize your skin with the lotion. They got the deodorant, the cologne sticks, and the bullet cologne. So I'd check them out, dude. It's a legit product. The problem with pheromone products is that I've seen pheromone cologne that's like hundreds of dollars, and the bottle's like super fucking tiny, and it's like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at tactical soap, and like they're reasonably priced for what they're guaranteed to do. And then when you use my affiliate link and my coupon code, which is listed in the description box of my videos, it makes me some money and it makes you smell better for your lady friends. You know the Axe commercial where it's like the dude sprays himself with the product and all the chicks are just like, oh, you smell good. That's the effect you get with tactical soap. They have cologne sticks, deodorant, body butter, beard oil, and of course the bars of soap. It's infused with all natural pheromones, which are designed to get the of-age ladies going, if you know what I mean. And like the thing of it is, women don't have to try that hard to make a man horny, you know? They got Victoria's Secret, they got makeup and perfume and thongs and shit, you know what I'm saying? So like tactical soap just evens the playing field. All is fair in love and war, you know what I'm saying? Plus, the biggest complaint women have had about men is that we stink. You smell bad. Smell like a gross, sweaty male. And it's like, yeah, well, let me fix that real quick. Tactical soap has, Tactical soap has 3 scents: Bond, Maverick, and Durden, named after James Bond, Maverick from Top Gun, and Durden from Fight Club. And tactical soap was started by a single dad getting divorced from his wife. And you notice a lot of men were struggling with the lady situation. Excuse me. But yeah, the product works, man. Like, when I wear it around women, they're like, shit, you smell good. That's a quote from a woman that I heard that from, and it doesn't matter which woman said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're casual about it. That's the thing of it. If you want to pick up on chicks, rock some tactical soap and be casual about it. Dudes who are trying way too hard to get laid are super sleazy, and like women just want to go to the bar and not be like sexually harassed, you know? Like, you don't know the situation, so you gotta play it cool, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play it cool cobras when you're picking up on the chicks. And you don't need some sleazy pickup line when you're rocking tactical soap. Like, what's your favorite Harry Potter house? Slytherin? Because I want to slither into your DMs. You want to see my basilisk? And then she smacks you in the face. It's like, damn, I like being smacked. I've been a bad boy. Smack me again. That's probably not going to get you any results that you want. So, like, behave yourselves, assholes. No!
That's what therapists are for. Yes, but men aren't.
Remember what I said at the beginning of the video? The idea of getting therapy is stigmatized in our society because you might have a mental problem. How like mental illness and like getting therapy and all that sort of thing is just like totally stigmatized in our society. And it's like if people are willing to get help for their issues, That's better than just struggling with it, kind of thing. That's how I feel about it.
Men are rewarded for self-sufficiency. You and I both know that.
Why the fuck are men rewarded for self-sufficiency? Because society expects men to pay and provide for everything, and in turn, they expect women to be good little housewives. But when that's called out, men get called a sexist, knowing that both women and men are expected to perform like these gender-based bullshit roles, and that if they can't perform these roles, they're defeminized or demasculated and seen as lesser humans. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody's perfect. Who cares if you're fat? Who gives a fuck about your religion? Who gives a fuck about the color of your skin? Who gives a fuck about your gender? That's what I'm saying. Like, I watched this YouTube short several times, and I get what this chick is laying down, but it's like, men do not need to be built up. The tough love that men receive is what keeps us strong and keeps us masculine. You know what I'm saying? You don't need women or society to build you up. You just gotta believe in yourself. And this goes for women too. You don't need a man to build you up. You just gotta believe in yourself. But like, I get told I'm a piece of shit. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. I don't go out of my way to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Drawn to men who exude confidence and dependability.
Oh, look at that. Women are drawn to men who have confidence and dependability. The same can be said for the ladies. And man, you know what's up? When you see a chick who's got the confidence, you know, you're drawn to it. It might piss you off because you feel equally as competitive as the women who have to compete with other women, but you don't want to admit it. Like, women and men are way too competitive with each other, and it's disgusting, but I didn't say that. It is naturally the man's job to provide for a woman. And, you know, if you can't provide a whole lot, you have to be grateful for what you can provide. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable in the relationship. Because you got to think, there are people out there who have it way worse than you do on the dating scene. So maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend's not the prettiest or the richest or whatever, but like, you know what? They make you happy and they provide what you crave in a relationship. Then who's complaining? That's what I'm saying. This chick on this short, I like this short turned into like a full blown like video response. Drinking some vodka made in America. You want to call it fruity? I don't give a shit. Quit assuming my pronouns, you bigot.
Know that. So they're not going to show signs of weakness, only signs of strength. Ooh, they're so tough. Classic tough.
It's not classic toxic masculinity. It's simply put this way: when like men are expected to be tougher, we act tougher. That's how it is. When some shit's going down and like it's causing depression and like weird vibes with like people kind of thing, someone's got to take charge and be like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fucking fantastic. This idea that, oh, men are expected to take charge, so it's toxic masculinity. And it's like, well, here's the thing of it. Those expectations also affect women, so it's sexist for both sides. but it's only talked about when men do it. People just go by their programming and what they're told to do, and that can get dangerous to a point.
Masculinity. Hey, how about instead of calling them
toxic masculinity, that term comes from women who are like sick and tired of being told you're just nagging us to death.
Toxic for being less like women? We build them up as men. You want them to open...
Okay, so this chick's solution is to, like, instead of crapping on men because they're less like women, maybe we, like, build them up and make them... It's not about building us up, it's about programming us. Women will try to program... They find a man, and they will try to build him into the perfect man that they want. And they do it by using their emotions and their pussy. And it works because men are fucking stupid assholes sometimes. And you can't let women dictate your dating life, because if you do that, you're going to be a miserable son of a bitch. And the same can be said for women too, man. You cannot let getting rejected... You know what I'm saying? If you get rejected, there are other fish in the sea. Excuse me. Other fish in the sea, man. Like, I'll find someone better. And that's... Dating is a lot like life. It's trial and error. You work for your rewards to make a smooth existence possible. But at the same time, you don't need dating and companionship to be happy in life. This is how the society we live in triggers you. By making you feel like shit because you're fat, because you're poor, because you ain't getting no dick or pussy kind of thing. Fuck that, dude. I'm just saying, like, the whole thing is fucking stupid.
about their struggles? Then how about you assure them that you know what they're capable of and just want to help them through...
Oh, and here's the thing of it. We don't need chicks to know that we're not or are capable. And like I said in this argument several times, like, women and men should not need each other to build each other up. You gotta build yourself up. If you have to rely on someone else to make you happy, your life is miserable. It really is.
Remind them that they have your respect even through these times. If a man feels...
And here's the thing of it. A lot of people want to talk about, like, having respect for each other. Respect is earned, it's not given.
appreciated and respected by you, you will get more transparency from him. But if you just want to keep lecturing men for shutting down, you will literally get nowhere. And
exactly my point. If you want to lecture men for their toxic masculinity, you'll literally get nowhere. And then bitch because they lecture you about your toxic femininity traits. That doesn't do us any good. It just slows down progress, people. Think for yourselves, goddammit.
Issues will continue to be completely internalized and unaddressed. I don't understand why men just shut down all the time. Like, how are you not comfortable talking about your problems? Men aren't like us. They do talk about their problems. What they don't do is talk about their feelings. So we just randomly vent about everything happening that could possibly be making us feel a certain way. Men talk about their actual problem once they're ready to talk about it. Well, that's just stupid. Don't they realize other people can help them identify the problem? That's what therapists are for. Yes, but men aren't rewarded for that. Men are rewarded for self-sufficiency. You and I both know that we're drawn to men who exude confidence and dependability. dependability. Men know that, so they're not going to show signs of weakness, only signs of strength. Ooh, they're so tough. Classic toxic masculinity. Hey, how about instead of calling them...
You expect us to be tough and then call us out when we act tough. That's the thing of it. I'm not trying to pick on women, you know what I'm saying? But like this idea of toxic masculinity, you expect us to be tough. Like this idea of if you expect a woman to be a trad wife, you're a sexist. But like if you expect men to perform their male duties and be tough, it's tolerated. Only because of all the sexism women had to face in the 50s. That's why in today's modern society, you see this change, this weird shift in like social justice and all this fucking crap.
Toxic for being less like women, we build them up as men. You want them to open up about their struggles? Then how about you assure them that you know what they're capable of and just want to help them through this? Remind them that they have your respect even through these times.
And here's the thing of it. If you're a dude in this society, or a chick, it don't matter what you identify as long as you ain't a sicko. You gotta build yourself up.